caped crusader swings into action in his latest adventure, Brave and the Bold. Based on the cartoon series of the same name, it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up that's reminiscent of old 2D brawlers. It's well-suited for Batman fanatics, but does the Dark Knight deliver a 1-2 knockout that satisfies the rest?
Will it be good or bad?
Anyone that doesn't want to get clobbered should clear out now.
Brave and the Bold is broken down into 4 chapters, with each structured just like an episode from the show. The plots aren't interwoven, each is a self-contained story that has as much appeal as your average Saturday morning cartoon. It nails the tone of the show perfectly, from the campy atmosphere to the cheesy puns.
The only thing you'll be lapping up is a hot bowl of justice, Catman.
The exposition can get a bit too chatty though, and given most of it happens during the action, it gets annoying at times.
Oh, you have to admit though, this totally seems like a level in some video game.
Still, when it's spot on, the writing delivers on the laughs.
Batman!
Always Batman!
And Robin.
Batman's adventures take him through 4 different episodes in the story mode. Each contains several levels packed with evil henchmen, hazardous traps, and plenty of power-ups and hidden treasures. A majority of the action involves delivering a fistful of justice to enemies in order to advance, but you'll encounter some light platforming and the occasional puzzle. Unlike his traditional MO, Batman doesn't work alone. One of 4 different partners will team up with you to take on crime via 2-player co-op or as an AI-controlled ally. It wouldn't be Batman's style to roll out without some nifty gadgets. You'll unlock new weapons and devices as you progress, and some can be purchased between missions at the Batcave, all of which can be upgraded twice. Secondary weapons will aid you not only in combat, but in finding shortcuts and other hidden paths. Aside from your gadgets, each player can select an assist character capable of delivering a screen-clearing attack to bail you out of a tough spot. There's a challenge mode that lets you tear through waves of enemies, but like some of the levels, it gets repetitive after some time. It's all a simple yet fun experience, but your playtime as Bats is cut too short.
This would be a real pain without your cape and my wings.
Though this style of game begs for a traditional control scheme, Brave and the Bold incorporates motion controls and requires the use of the Wii Remote and nunchuck setup. Most of your moves are performed by pressing a button, but a few of the more powerful attacks require a swing of the remote. Some of Batman's gadgets, such as the Batarang, make good use of the pointer capability for easier aiming. The controls work well and make sense, though the broad range of moves might trip up some in a battle. Most situations can be overcome by mere button mashing, but a few segments require Batman to use the old noggin. The combo system is easy enough so that anyone can enjoy it, but the challenge level isn't very high. Outside of combat, using gadgets is simple and you can toggle between multiple items with the press of a button. Though there are no special abilities or attacks that incorporate your co-op allies, it's still possible to interact with them, either to lend a hand or harass them for fun. Playing Superhero is fast-paced and easy, but it's ultimately mindless action that offers little satisfaction after the novelty wears off. Brave and the Bold sports a retro look that isn't pushing any limits, but succeeds in emulating the look and feel of the show. Animations aren't fluid enough though, and the 3D backgrounds provide an odd contrast to the 2D foreground at times. The voice work matches the tone, and if it gets too excessive, you can always adjust the audio settings to render the protagonist silent. Much of the soundtrack is ripped directly from the show, and the jazzy tunes fit right in. Brave and the Bold is a classic 2D brawler that's easy to pick up and enjoy, and it doesn't take itself seriously, with plenty of self-parody to go around. The adventure is over too soon, but if you've got a soft spot for this lighter version of the Dark Knight, don't let that stop you from suiting up.